These are the network services you use every day. They rely on a series of hidden servers behind the scenes. Enter the account password. You can connect to these servers to access your own data. But those interested in this data are not just you. A server with open ports or vulnerabilities will be scanned by an attacker within 23 minutes of connecting to the network. And the vulnerability begins to be detected within 56 minutes. The average time for the first complete intrusion is only 19 hours. But it takes 141 days to detect external attacks. So, how can we deal with these attacks? We are now breaking down this attack and defense for you. In the traditional network era, your data is stored in the fixed area and does not change frequently. Vendors can ward off most external attacks by filtering malicious attacks with rules, signatures, and isolation. Protecting data security. With the development of the internet and the rise of cloud computing, your data is distributed across various cloud locations, and business becomes more open and complex. The fixed defensive boundaries are gradually disappearing, but the means of cyber attacks are increasing, posing a serious threat to your data. As Murphy's Law says, anything that can go wrong will go wrong. So any system has the possibility of being breached. Given this, it's better to take a proactive approach to monitoring and analysis rather than a passive defense and interception. The representative of this data is the agent model. The essence of the agent is a software installed on the host, which continuously monitors tens of thousands of security indicators on the host for rapid analysis and response. But there are also differences between different agent models. Some agents modify the operating system kernel after being deployed into the host, causing system instability. This model is called the heavy agent model. The system is running many complex processes internally. But the heavy agent model will make its own decisions when it detects suspicious intrusion behavior, and may even directly terminate processes, which greatly affects system stability. Once the security system interferes with normal processes, the entire system will be unstable. For companies with many large volume businesses, the loss from a system crash is no less than an intrusion. So how can security and stability achieve I want them all? Qingteng's answer is to adopt the light angel model. When deployed on the host, it does not make any modifications to the system itself. The agent is only responsible for monitoring and collecting information, and then handing it over to the security engine for specific analysis, detection, and task distribution. All this information will be aggregated to the console, helping operations engineers to make the final decision themselves. Data shows that Qingteng has deployed agents on millions of servers in the core business areas of many large customers, with a stability of up to 99.9999%. But the CPU occupancy is less than 1%, and the memory occupancy is less than 40 MB. When the load is too high, it can also actively downgrade operation. In addition to stability, low consumption, and security, the light agent is also very convenient to use. It can be installed on the host with just one command, and it can automatically adapt to different environments. Although the agent is light and small, it can play many unexpected roles, such as the asset inventory module. It's not easy to see through assets, so those assets that are not visible can never be effectively protected. The number of host assets is huge. The types are complex, and the changes are fast. For security personnel, the work of asset inventory is difficult and extremely tedious. But Qingteng's asset inventory module can help security personnel automatically and deeply analyze the asset information in the hidden corners and generate a complete asset list within 15 seconds, which is never out of sync with the online assets. Qingteng's asset inventory is like doing an in-depth MRI medical diagnosis on the human body. Just press the button to make a comprehensive and in-depth imaging of the human body's 206 bones, 8 major systems, and 36 important organs. In addition, based on ultra-fine grained asset identification, Qingteng Wanxiang's risk assessment module can accurately and timely discover various hidden risks in the host, such as new vulnerabilities, weak passwords, no patch installed, non-compliant configurations, etc. Starting from the perspective of global asset scanning, it helps users to conduct a thorough risk scan, thereby guiding users to complete the repair. This is like Baymax in Big Hero 6, which can scan the body to do a comprehensive and thorough physical examination. Discover and deal with damaged cells, tumor cells, etc. after completing asset inventory and risk assessment. Intrusion prevention is the most important function of host security. Qingteng Wanxiang's multi-anchor intrusion detection system continuously monitors tens of thousands of monitoring indicators inside the host, which not only solves the problem of high false alarm rate of traditional IDS, but also greatly reduces the probability of successful hacker intrusion. Attackers need to go through multiple stages to complete an attack. At each stage is an opportunity to detect and respond to the attack. Qingteng Wanxiang's intrusion detection module monitors every node on the attack path to ensure that compromised hosts can be detected in real time, greatly reducing the probability of successful intrusion. Taking a typical attack chain as an example, we assume that the probability of an attacker passing through a certain stage of defense is 20%. Then the probability of successfully intruding through 6 layers of monitoring is only 0.000064. This is like the human body has 3 lines of defense, multi-dimensionally resisting the attack of pathogens, with the skin and mucous membranes forming the first line of defense, the bactericidal substances in the body fluids and phagocytic cells forming the second line of defense, and the immune organs and immune cells forming the third line of defense. Of course, human health also needs to keep various body indices within the normal range, such as blood pressure index, glycemic index, and triglyceride index. Qingteng Wanxiang's compliance baseline module is like a series of body indices. Qingteng Wanxiang's compliance baseline module has more than 1,500 checklists built in, supporting multiple baselines such as Equal Protection 2.0 and CIS, and can do one-click automated deviation checking, making detection more convenient and ensuring that the host meets the requirements of laws and regulations. In addition to the above functions, Qingteng Wanxiang can also continuously improve the system in the continuous attack and defense, achieving a complete security loop and truly realizing adaptive security. In 2017, Qingteng became the only company in the Asia-Pacific region to be selected as a startup in Gartner's Cool Vendors in Cloud Security. Subsequently, it was selected for 4 consecutive years in Gartner's Market Guide for Cloud Workload Protection Platforms. Since then, Tencent and Ping An have successfully reached strategic cooperation with Qingteng. The three major operators have also chosen Qingteng as a security partner. Brands you trust in all walks of life trust Qingteng. Qingteng Wanxiang makes workloads stable and secure.